Welcome to another edition of Late Night Live, Lions Den Live. It's been a long time since we got together and we spoke. Shout out to all those that are listening in on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're over here on Telegram, the main hub for all of the Lions Den material in the Lions Den network, make sure you like and share this as well. Subscribe to the channels. Be a part of the Lions Den Network community. Lions Den community exclusively on Telegram. Our sponsor, as always, Jason Baker Pest Control. Weather's changing. Good service should not. The best pest control service all year round. And that keeps working morning, noon, and night. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, the best quality pest control service, the Valley's choice, Jason Baker Pest Control. Been wanting to get into this topic for a while, as many topics I've been wanting to get into for a while, but this one in particular is going to be quite the interest to many. Many of us are being surrounded by people that are in the year 2025. And why have they not changed or evolved one bit? The same attitude from 2019, 2022, 2023. Bringing it into 2025. Why is that? People are just so upset with what they have created in their reality that they still must take it out on everybody else. You have to really hate yourself to hate people. And again, you can't love yourself. If you're not loving yourself, you can't love anybody else. A whole lot of lack of love in the year 2025. Fake New Year's resolutions of people speaking about how they were going to make all these grandiose changes. And within the first hour of 2025, they have failed because they refuse to work on themselves honestly. Many can't even keep a mirror in their house because they can't look at themselves in the mirror. They're afraid to have that deep soul-searching conversation with themselves because they don't like what they're going to hear their soul telling them. They have muted their very soul, and everything that their soul is wanting to tell them, they've blocked it out. They have removed friends from around them, the real friends, the solid friends, and aren't those the kind of friends we want, the ones that are going to keep it real with us at all times? They can't keep friends because the friends that they have, the real ones, the ones that want to keep it real, they were too real. And these individuals don't want the real, they want the fantasy land. We've all created a reality based on the choices and the decisions that we've made. And we can't change it. We're each living in the reality right now, this very second, as we're listening to this podcast show, the reality that we've created. Why are we upset with where we are at? We've created it. We've laid the groundwork. We've set the foundation. Why are many individuals upset? You did this to yourself. The rest of us walking around, maintaining, surviving, pushing through, smiles on our faces, happiness because we have established inner peace with ourselves. We're good to people around us. We have no need to argue, fuss, and fight. It's a thing of the past. But we still have other individuals, and generally, quite frankly, it's the same individuals every single time with the same bad attitude. And they want to project that bad attitude onto you. And they want you to entertain them because they have no audience anymore. Because we've grown and developed and evolved ourselves. Our reality, yeah, sure, we might have made mistakes. But we outgrew them and we're maintaining ourselves in the reality that we're in. And they want to inflict their reality onto us. No way. No, you stick in your reality, which you have created and have successfully accomplished, ruining your life. And you will not come and bring that train wreck into my station. Your boat does not dock here. Your car does not park in my garage. Your plane does not land on my tarmac. A lot of NPCs out there also. But what do? They want to treat us good individuals. Wholehearted, whole-souled, complete mind, body, and soul. We've done our makeover, still progressing. But that's okay. We put them building blocks together every morning when we wake up, and we present our best self. But they deflect this on us as if we're the NPCs. Non-playable content in the background, useless, worthless. No need for us. They've got this whole life thing all figured out. Not even realizing that they're the problem. Denying and hiding behind the shadows of their poor mentality, and will deflect and gaslight their narcissistic behaviors and tendencies onto us. And when we ignore, we stay away, we block these individuals that insist they don't like us, they don't care about us, they don't love us. Why do they keep hanging around? Because they have nobody else. Think about it. Put this into perspective. Weren't we the ones that used to put up with them and deal with them? Weren't we the ones that used to be passive? Guys, how many of us used to be simps out there? Simping around? Simping hard. And whoever the individual was, whether if it's a woman, she got used to it. When you finally got up and walked away, how dare you walk away? Well, you put up with me before. Where are you going to put up with me now? The man has moved on mentally, spiritually, intellectually, metaphysically, and these individuals still insist on hanging around. Women are going through the same thing. A guy sitting around on the couch all day that just wanted to play those video games and not want to do anything. When you finally let him go and turn them loose, he's still trying to come back in. He realizes and understands that he was living in that good life, the couch life, the video game Call of Duty life. And these individuals just refuse to go off and bother somebody else. And I don't think it's a refusal to go off and bother somebody else. It's because they can't go off and bother somebody else because they know that their tendencies will produce a result that is detrimental to them. So what do? They can't seem to stay away from us. Those out there that have the baby mama, the baby daddy situation going on. How disgusting is it when the male or female does not love themselves and they can't even love their kids, but the other parent is sure enough the bad person in front of the kids saying bodacious and slanderous things. Gets the kids wondering, what kind of parent is this? And if you have your kids, remind your kids. Fathers, this is for you. Remind your kids. The role of the man and of the father is being minimized and reduced and deducted every single second. The father is valueless. The things that he provides, the structure, the foundation that he presents, meaningless. In the eyes of the baby mother, who is scorned because the man finally got up and left, refused to put up with it. He didn't leave the kids. He left the baby mama, the drama. But in typical, trifling baby mother behavior, she will continue to interfere and disrupt that relationship that the children must have with their father. Now, this isn't a conversation for the deadbeat dads. This isn't for you. But those good fathers know who I'm speaking about. And if you're a father doing these things, shame on you. Equally disgusting, you should know better. The role of the mother is very important to a child. She's the nurturer. She provides, gives comfort, the balance. Sure, her thinking and thought process is based upon emotion. She's an emotional creature. Women are. There's no disrespect. It's just facts and reality. But it's that balance of the mother and father that help the kid as the kid continues to grow older and develop. So when they go out and pursue their relationships, no matter what kind of relationship the mom and the dad had, they kept it responsible for the child, so the child doesn't go along in life confused, not understanding or knowing how to seek a good marriage mate, or just a girlfriend, or just a companion. Crazy how we've come so far in life. And congratulations to everyone listening to this that have made those life changes. And some of them were tough. Those tough conversations having to be had with ourselves, looking in the mirror, and how ugly we were. And we had a lot of work that needed to be done. But we stripped off the old personality and got into the new. And we feel better every single day. The friend group began to dwindle and get smaller because we began to evolve and grow and go in different directions and move a little bit differently because we start to care about who we were letting into our space, which is very important and very valuable in this day and age. You can't just let anybody in. You let the wrong person in, you go right back down to square one. Sure, we're going to try to help people because we're in a position where we are a great resource because of the things that we had to work on or getting out of particular situations in which got us into the reality of right now, of present, that we created. We're a viable resource to those still wandering and floundering through life. Great. Be the resource. Be the guru. Be the confidant. Be the counselor. Be the coach. But beware, some may not want to be helped. And we keep our circle small because we don't want to be corrupted by anything, any outside influences. Friend circle so small you can count them on 2 fingers. We grew up and we realized friends was important. The friend group, the popularity. And we go on IG and TikTok and Facebook and we love to get them likes. And I've said this before, I say it again, how can you have 2K friends, but your likes are only 5? Or, okay, how can you have 2K friends and you have 2K likes, but how many of these individuals have you ever even met? It has to be tough to be a woman. Every time you take a selfie, that light hits your face just the correct way. Or you're out in the moonlight, it's sparkling along your eyes and the eyebrows. Or it's a windy day and your hair's blowing in the wind and you so choose to put that onto Instagram or on your Facebook. Flock of guys flooding into the DMs. Now, is it appropriate to want to seek attention? Validation? I gave a podcast about validation before. Won't get back into that. But the popularity contest is of no value to high value people. Individuals of high value do not need to feel the need to be popular with nobody else or compete with anybody else but themselves, how they were the day before. The competition is with themselves. Hey, I did this yesterday. I exceeded this yesterday. I might walk jog. Okay, I'm doing more today. I'm going to do better than I did yesterday. We're not competing with anybody else. It's just about us. We're our own cheering section. You realize how people love that you're doing good, but don't do better than them. Or you just flat out realize people that don't even want you doing good at all. They want to keep you down in a lower space. When you are out of that lower space and they see you rising high, which is inevitable because you changed everything about yourself, they don't like it. They despise you. They see you're moving differently. They don't like it. They want you to move the old ways. Have the old thought processes. How come you don't say yes anymore like you used to? You used to say yes all the time to everything. Now you just say no. Why? And I want to say this. Why did no become a 2-letter word that required an explanation? No is a statement. It needs no pronunciation marks at the end. It stands alone. It's a sentence. It's the end of a sentence. It's the beginning of a sentence. It is what it is. The word no is to protect your boundaries. If someone is getting upset because they're being told no, well, that's a personal problem. You don't respect an individual's boundaries. An individual should be able to say no without having to give an explanation. How often when someone says yes, does someone ask why? Why are you saying yes? Rare? Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying it's rare. No one questions yes. Because yes is an affirmative statement of someone getting what they want or what they're requesting. They're getting it. The no, the negative, you're the bad guy or the bad woman. People, we're in 2025. Why are the same things still being done? Why are the childish, immature, irresponsible, middle school, high school, elementary, baby time games still being played? We can't be the only ones here working on ourselves and bettering ourselves and have reestablished and reinvented ourselves. We can't be the only ones that have done this. You can't tell me that with these billions of people on this realm that we live on, people are still choosing not to work on themselves. Then you know what it makes me wonder? Because we know who the people are. We see them at work. Those of you that work in the office, get to work in the office, the same ones shucking and jiving, the same ones stepping over you to get to where they need, the same ones brown nosing for the boss, the same ones trying to get ahead. Everybody there is just a number. No, they want to be a letter. I've come to the conclusion and the realization and the revelation that these individuals, they just have no soul. They have no soul. And I'm willing to debate that with anybody. Something is lacking from a person where they still are unable to treat an individual or individuals with respect and dignity that they deserve. And yes, respect is earned. Exactly. We gather that. Okay. Because there will be someone that will dispute that. And they'll be quick to say that. Be careful. You may be an NPC yourself. If that's your quickest response that you're going to come up with. Now let's get real here and understand people just are unable to be nice. You don't have to get to know somebody to be respectful. Being respectful is as simple as holding the door open for someone. Whether they do or they don't, it makes no never mind. Okay. But that's the simplest form of showing respect right there. You don't even know the person, but you're still going to open the door, hold the door open for them. I believe that these individuals are soulless. I do believe it. Let's get biblical for a very quick second, because religion is always going to be a touchy subject. And I'm going to get into this deeper when I get into my podcast about religion, the part 2, because I did the part 1 already. I'm going to do part 2. But many different religious beliefs talk about if you're not believing in this particular religion, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to die. You're going to receive fiery torment. And the Bible says that God is love, but he's going out, wants to kill people. Okay. I don't buy that. I feel like it's particular people that are being looked for. Now, don't run with this statement. Follow me with it. And the research is on your own if you choose to. I feel it because we're living in a little season right now where everything that was spoken about in the book of Revelations, the vast majority of the things that already have happened, we're in the Great Deception period, that little season period, where a large amount of corruption will be taking place. A lot of soulless individuals, demonic possessed individuals will be running rampant on the loose. Now, I'm no judge or anything like that, but I would feel like these soulless individuals definitely would know if their time is coming close, if their time is coming to an end. And look, I don't wish no judgment on nobody. Everybody has time to change, but come on. We're in the year 2025, and you notice that the same individuals, the same people are just refusing to change. They do not want to change. They're still going on with the same mentality. Are they even real people? Doesn't it make you wonder if they're even real? This is unreal how these individuals act. They cannot be real. This can't be real. Then you start thinking, second guessing life in the realm that which we live on, this rock that we're on. Is this even for real? How can people still act this way, or just how can a person act these ways and sleep at night, or praise God, or show up on Sunday, which is predominantly a day of worship for everybody, but little do people know or research or look into or understand that worshiping on Sunday is sun worship, the S-U-N, sun. But let's not take it into religion. But know what you're worshiping on these days and know who you're worshiping. And I feel like some know who they're worshiping. They have received the assignment, they have gotten the task, they've signed the contract, many of them. We all know what that contract is. They made the deal, they've signed it, now they got to live with the consequences of their decision. And they are scrambling and scraping through life, having to bear the decision or bear the results of the decision that they made that has destroyed their soul little by little. And by the year that which we are living in right now, 2025, the souls are completely destroyed. Their eyes are black, you're talking to them. Their eyes are glossy. They look as if their minds are somewhere else. They're under some kind of control. For people to be acting so bad, they must be under something. Something is definitely going on. And they appear to be sober. And they appear to not be under any kind of influence. But their souls are gone. Because how can people still continue to be so mean and hurtful in 2025? And you can see the glow around everybody, because everybody that you're coming in contact with is not like this. You have a lot of people that just have this glow around them. They've reestablished themselves in the present. But you still have the same individuals that still do not see that they are a tremendous problem in bringing down the vibe and the aura in any place that they enter into. Notice how we enter into places, everybody's happy, they're smiling, the whole mood changes. People can be down, people can be sad. Hey, we get beat up all the time in this realm. Those days are going to happen. But when we enter in the room, how we just brighten up somebody's day. We enter into the facility, people just want to come over, just talk to us. But then you have some that just come over and just automatically want to be mean. You notice that? There's always that one person. And doesn't it kind of suck even more when it's your own race that's doing it? Your own race. Yeah. Who would have thought? But, hey, based upon the time period that we're living in, nothing should surprise anyone anymore. Nothing. Soulless individuals walking around, don't let it surprise you. NPCs, background individuals, because not everybody here is human. Can't be. Everybody here can't be human. Do you ever realize when you're trying to have a conversation with someone, and maybe it's within a group, and yeah, I know everybody has a difference of opinion about stuff, but when you have the majority of people, and these majority of individuals are seeing that something's not right with a situation, and they know it's not right, They're talking about, they're discussing it, they're putting their notes together, their observations. And you have within that group, let's just say it's a group of 5, you maybe have 2 or 1.5 that are trying to prove a totally another point. When the actual facts are right in front of their face, you can read it with Braille, and they're still trying to say, you're wrong, you're incorrect, that is not right. Oh, it's got to be this. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. And every which way, they're trying to prove you wrong with useless, invalidless facts, which aren't facts, but they're steady trying to make you look bad and discredit you. Everybody on this realm that we live on that's doing these funny things that we just can't understand and comprehend because we're just elevated and we're just in a whole nother stratosphere. These individuals may not even be human. Everybody on this rock cannot be human because the way that some of these individuals act, you can't tell me that we are not in the presence of non-humanoid beings. Something is terribly wrong with people because they are just so hurtful, so mean. What evil spirit, what devil has crawled up their butt to make them act the way that they act? They're not human. They can't be human. You ever go onto a website and you got to confirm that you're a human? Would a non-human be able to answer correctly or incorrectly? Would a bot be able to answer correctly or incorrectly? Who knows? But why do they ask those questions to begin with? Please confirm that you're a human. I was on a website the other day just getting groceries. And it said you maneuvered through this website so fast to get onto this website. We need to confirm if you're a human or not. You blaze through here at lightning speed. Friends, don't you get it? They're telling you right there. We are not the only ones on this realm. And it's proven every single day when you come across a person that's still acting the same way, that has not changed. They still have hurt in their heart. And so much hurt in their heart that they have not resolved, unresolved issues from past, present, that they're taking into the future, and it has turned their heart black. And their soul is gone. When is this going to end? Because I know I'm not the only one that's getting tired of this. I've, like many, have had enough. Enough of this. These shenanigans. When is the expiration date for all of this going to come? Is there hope for a non-human individual? I would suppose if they're acting appropriately. But we've got so many that are not. We've got a lot of life forms that have taken the shape and form of a human. And they're not. They could only fake the funk for so long. They could pretend, but they can't keep up the charade. We've got to figure it out. They might as well just as better off just come on out of that meat skin and show us who they really are. Then it would make sense. It would all make sense. Oh, I knew it. We'd probably be able to help them. But as long as they keep walking around in that meat skin, pretending to be something that they're not, and trying their hardest to bring bad vibes on individuals that are so high elevated already, through their mental thought process, you're not tearing these individuals down. See, these are humanoid figures and creatures that have not evolved their game. They're still using the same old tricks that they used with Adam and Eve. Now, we know that Adam and Eve story's got a lot of variations to it because pieces have been removed and parts have been removed from the Bible and everything. But this is the two core individuals, Adam and Eve. Update and upgrade the tricks. Better yet, just leave us alone. We don't want to be bothered. We're showing you we don't want to be bothered. We're not even surrounding ourselves with you. We left you alone a long time ago. Hey, you got us. You deceived us. Okay, cool. But we left you alone. We got away from it. We broke up with you. We don't want no part of you anymore. There is no connection anymore. Even if you have kids. And I like to say, oh, well, we're still connected because we got the kids. No, we're not. No. Mm-mm. Because if you have kids, you're going to reject those bad and terrible ideologies. And you're only going to be about the kid. Once you've separated the relationship and you begin to just focus on the kids, the relationship is dead and gone. I'm not saying every couple is a bad couple. There are a lot of them that are coexisting there, and they are soulful individuals living responsibly for the kids. But there are still a lot that are still doing the old tricks that they see on social media, or maybe sometimes what they've seen from when they were brought up, when they were youngsters of their own. And they are too ignorant to break the cycle. Soulless individuals walking around this realm within a meat skin, trying to tear people down because they already know their time is coming up short. And once this little season time is over, and they're going to try hard to see how many more they can corrupt to get on their side. Once this little season is over, they're done. These soulless NPC individuals will be done. Do not follow along their path. Do not give in to them, because they're only trying to tear you down because they have been torn down. It must suck not to be loved. But does it really matter if someone doesn't love you if you love yourself? There's individuals that don't love us, but we don't have hurtful desires. We're not trying to deceive people or shame people or tear people down because we love ourselves. And if we're doing it to other people, it's like we're doing it to ourselves. We have a soul. We have a heart. Our heart is pumping blood through all the vital organs. It's not spewing out black ooze, which is being spewed out for the ones with the black heart. We're flesh and blood individuals that are just wanting to figure out a way to get out of this place. If there is a way to get out of here and bust through the window and get out and leave this realm for all these NPCs and soulless individuals, we'd be gone. We can't even go move into the hills or to the mountainsides. It's like they want us to be amongst the population with everybody else. I don't want to be part of this population. And I know many of y'all feel the same way. If there was a one-way ticket to some of the outer planets, we'd go. Take what we can carry on and go. Get out of this place. We'd leave everything behind. Start fresh. Leave it all behind. There's nothing here worth value to take with us. I'll leave and wear the same clothes every single day. Because it won't matter. You're going to be around people that'll feel the same way. It's only the NPCs and the soulless individuals that would have something to say, have some kind of silly comment to make. I'm ready for the one-way ticket. I'm ready to go to one of these outer planets. I'm ready to go. Because there's nothing else desirable here. Those of you that are getting up every morning, you see it, you feel it. Aside from the people that you got to deal with, that you don't want to deal with, this is a hamster wheel. Home is just the Airbnb. We're at work more. We're at school more. We come home to rest and we get up and we do it all again. It's gotten to the point Saturdays and Sundays we're resting also. That was the only free day we used to have. We're resting those days also. You take a good nap, the day is gone. It's time to go. I've researched some of these planets. The days aren't that long. So that means you won't have to be working all day for somebody else. The workload only take about 2-3 hours anyway. There's planets out there where the day is not even 24 hours. That means you'd only have to be out of your house left, but with the right people there. You pick the wrong people into some of these planets, they'll still have you working an 8-hour day, and the sun goes down in 4 hours. 4-hour day, they'll still have you working 8 hours a day. Sir, this isn't planet Earth. But they're bringing the rules of planet Earth to another planet. It's like an out-of-state landlord, mainly a landlord from California that has property in Arizona, and they're going to rent at an exuberant rate based on California standards. Sir, this is Arizona. This isn't California. You can get that kind of rate or payment in California. People will pay anything out there. They'll complain about it. It's too expensive, but they're still there. Request those types of payments out there. But they'll come and have property here, and they'll want these exuberant rates as if this is California. But it's not. And if you move over into another planet and the wrong people get there, they're going to bring those same mentalities there to the new realm, to the new planet. I know I'm like many of you, just waiting for this to be done. And whatever games and tricks and schemes that those in authority are doing, speed it up, hurry it up. Just go ahead and get it all done. Just go and get it done. We know you're using Revelations as a playbook. We already got you figured out. We know many of those things in Revelations already have happened already. The vast majority of things have already happened. You're manipulating things to make people think we're in a certain time period. We're not. Give it up. We're tired of this. People are getting tired. And you keep messing with people that are tired, and then you're going to have to suffer the consequences. Go ahead and get this show on the road. Get it on the road. We don't care. We're in a state where we don't even get no rain. We haven't got rain in a long time. We got other states out there pouring down rain. It's flooding. You know, we hope and we pray that their lives will be able to get back on track. We'll get rain clouds here. That something's going to happen. Nothing happens at all. Come on, let it happen. Let it rip. Let it pour down rain. Let it flood. We'll all we're going to do is just stay home. We're a different bunch out here in Arizona. We don't care. Let it happen. Let the water flow along all over the streets. And we're going to be at our homes, inside our homes, just watching it. Let's not pick and choose where we want things to happen. That's what makes things suspicious. These NPCs and these soulless individuals, you pick and choose who you want to go after. And it's always the ones of light that you're going after. Low vibrational individuals, you leave them alone. But you want to try to go after the ones that are in the light. We don't want to be bothered with you. But you still come after us. So these storms and everything, picking and choosing what places you want to wash out and destroy. Bring it over here. Control it over here. Trick us. Make us feel like it's not a game being played. Because it's showing up looks like a game being played. We ain't never had no near flood over here. And we just get a bunch of sprinkles and everything. And nothing. All the clouds stay hanging out in Tucson and New Mexico. Nothing even comes over. And it's a strong storm system. A lot of times it's pouring down rain at night. Nothing during the day, hardly. Nothing at all. It's just like those in control don't want anything too detrimental to happen or close to detrimental because they know the folks here, we're going to say we're going to stay home. We're not going out. It's like they don't want that. It's like they pick and choose where they want things to happen at. Stop with the games. The NPCs and the soulless individuals, we know who you are. We've got you figured out. The jig is up. Cut it out. Take off the meat skin. Show us who you really are. We're not impressed and we're not amused. You can have it. You don't want us to exceed and excel at the workplace? You can have it. We don't want it. We're not standing in your way. Don't even think that we're standing in your way. We are not. You can have it. Because maybe your hamster wheel is a little bit bigger than ours. Maybe there's something that you have figured out. Well, we figured it out too, but let's just say you have something that you figured out that we have not figured out yet. But we know what it is. We know what you have figured out. You just sold your soul. So we're not going in that direction. We live by a code of conduct. We have a standard that we follow. We're not going in that direction. That's why it may take us a little bit longer to accomplish certain things, because we're doing things the right way. We're hanging around or being around the right people. The very first person that we're around, which is the right person, is ourselves. We're okay with being by ourselves. Our center of greatness is not having to do with how many people that we have around us, but by what's inside of us. And what do we have inside of us? We have a soul, a living, breathing soul that we cherish and will listen to every single day because we are clear within ourselves on the inside. So when our soul speaks, we're able to listen. We have a heart that pumps red blood. None of this black ooze. That stuff is not coursing through our veins. And our eyes are bright because we can clearly see everything. We can see into the future. We know what's going on. We can see through the NPCs and the soulless individuals. We can see the ones that are heading in that direction. And we're able to speak the speech of knowledge and understanding and truth. And it hurts people. It hurts their ears to hear us speak. Because we're always speaking facts and truth. And we speak when we need to speak. We don't go around speaking all the time. And we're not afraid. We speak fearlessly, and we're going to speak up when we protect our own. We're not trying to throw our own under the bus or step on our own. We understand we're all in this together. Because at the end of it all, it's going to be us. the individuals and the people that are not changing, it's because they've created this reality. And they are so upset that they are stuck inside of their reality that they created. And they want to bring people in to their reality. No, we're not going in there with them. We're not going in there with you. Yes, this is for you. We're speaking directly to you. We're not going into your reality. We've already created a reality for ourselves. We're not going there with you. The path that you're going on, we're going in a different direction. You're not going to take us down with you. You're not going to give us bad vibes and bad mojo and bad feelings and make us feel so hurt that we want to just destroy and hurt and conjure up evil things. We're not going to go there because that's poor for our health and our soul. But we don't want our soul blackened either, because we know our future. You know why we know our future? Because we have a future. There is no future for these NPCs and soulless individuals, these robots, these androids, these humanoids, these lizardards, the ones hiding within a meat skin that are too cowardly to take the meat skin off and show us who they really are. The ones hiding behind people, they doing their dirt and doing their damage, but they gotta hide behind somebody. Stand up. Come forward. Show us who you really are. These individuals do all these things, but are cowards. Maybe we'd respect them a little bit more if they stood on their own 2 feet. Stand 10 toes down, face to face. Let me see you coming. But no, they're going to hide behind somebody else or threaten to get somebody else. Cowards. The last I checked, and no matter of these many variations there are in the Bible, whatever you choose to look and see and get out of the Bible, I know for a fact, cowards are not allowed in any kind of relationship with any kind of God that anybody's worshiping. Cowards are not allowed. What's being spoken about for future hope and future rewards, a future of life, is only for the soul, individuals with a soul. Not for these soulless NPC individuals, these children of darkness. There's no future for them. We're the future because we've changed and we've evolved. And especially in this year 2025, we didn't keep doing some of the things that we were possibly doing in the year 2019, 2022, 2023. We got rid of those things. And now we're living part of a reality, a grand reality that we've created. And all those listening know exactly what I'm talking about. And they're taking joy listening to this because I'm right there with you. We did it. We're here. We're not going to be torn down and destroyed and to make it made to think or made to do things that are outside of our character. No. Because we know the NPCs and the soulless individuals are going off in a different direction, and that's not where we're going. We're going full speed ahead. We're going up. And we're not taking them with us, and they're not going with us, and their behaviors and their attitudes are definitely not going with us either. In the year 2025, and we'll continue to create even better futures as the years to come will only be increasingly better for us and only be designed for us. And you'll look around as your life goes on, because we're going to keep living and we're going to outlive a whole bunch of people, us and our families. We're going to outlive a lot of people because we're going to keep going, because our heart condition is right. Our soul is vibrant and refreshing, and we're renewing ourselves every single day. That's what life is all about. Renewing and refreshing yourself every single day. And we're going to look around, and those NPCs and those soulless individuals, they'll be gone. They won't be around because their soul was already on life support. And that's why they were doing the things that they were doing, trying to steal our souls, trying to steal our light. But we didn't allow it. We're too smart and too clever for that. Continue on with what you're doing with confidence and courage. And this year in 2025 and beyond, don't get disheartened. Don't get yourself down in the dumps because of what people are doing around you. Remember, they're NPCs and soulless individuals, and they won't be around. They won't be around. They're just hanging around, and they won't be around. And this glorious and grand future that we're going to and we're awaiting is all going to be just for us. So continue on, my friends, this year and beyond. And don't worry about those that aren't changing. Because the more that they choose not to change, the more we're changing. And they won't even be bothering us, and they won't even be a thought. And we'll be too far ahead or too far up for them to even have an effect on us. And thank you for listening to the podcast show. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you all. And don't forget our sponsor, Jason Baker Pest Control. Reach out and get that pest control service that your home deserves. Thank you so much. Late Night Live. Good night.